In the city. Come on.
California.
California.
Season finale.
California. Grab your children, grab your wife. Buckle it in, man. Buckle it in. This is the season finale. First season's down, guys. Please, if you enjoyed this at all, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment, leave a like. All right.
Spam the chat.
Share
Spam
it with
the
your
chat,
friends.
dude.
Yeah, spam the chat. You know what to do.
My boy 7:30 boys.
Wow, it's Friday and it's I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling good. It's beautiful out there. Hope you guys are feeling fantastic.
Guys, I'm fired up today, so I'm gonna let Eli talk a little, and then I'm gonna take over just for a minute. I got a story
already. I like it, man. I like it.
I got a story for the boys.
Dude, Fridays, you know, those times of the week we just wind down, relax. We don't know if we're gonna be back. You know,
Season 1 was fun.
Shout out to our sponsors on it.
CBD.
Thank you for Alpha Brain. I'm on 7
Athletic Greens.
Alpha Brain. We don't actually have any
Protein.
sponsors, but yeah, we don't need sponsors.
Thanks, Brad Martin, for the drugs.
Yeah, dude. Thank you. Thank you to our sponsors. All right, but so yeah, man, Friday, you know, kind of winding, chilling out. When I was working in sales, I would get off of a long day, and then I would grab my skateboard and I would head over to the skate park. And I actually was like, man, I really want to do that today. I really want to jump on the board and skate a little bit. But I'm always afraid because I messed up my ankle. So I think I might just go to the library instead. Yeah.
Maybe to the hospital, man.
Yeah,
get that checked out.
I went to the library last night and there was this cute little librarian. She had her lipstick on. She was like, probably like 4 foot something, dude.
4'2".
Yeah, and I
little
said,
elf.
And I was in the fiction section. I'm like, you got anything on Ernest Hemingway? She's like, sir, you're in the wrong section. I'm like, oh shit. I don't know why I'm here. And
you know why you're there?
No. I was in the nonfiction. I'm sorry, I was in the nonfiction. And then she helped me. She like knew right where it was. She was like, yeah, we only have this one, For Whom the Bell Tolls. I was like, oh, okay. Do you know anything about this? And she was like, well, all I know is that Metallica had a song about it, and From Who the Bell Tolls. And I was like, all right, give me that one. So yeah, man, that's what I got. Let me know if you read that book. And that's how I kind of spend my nights.
That's season finale. See you guys later.
Skating or
just kidding. Guys, if you're in the chat, I know we've been doing the premieres and we read the chat, so
yeah,
spam that shit.
Yeah, listen, if you don't get answered in the chat, just leave a comment afterward. And then we'll go back and we'll answer you, because I see like some of you are leaving donations and stuff. I appreciate that. But, put it in the comments and then I'll answer it there. Sound good? Capiche?
Sounds good to me, dude. We got the Ernest Einstein. My bad. You
guys need to stop tripping over the Einstein piece. Yeah, Some of you guys, all right, we know Einstein maybe not the most righteous character in history, but that's a cool ass painting.
We do got good news. We're giving away the painting at the end of the finale to one commenter.
One commenter.
I know you love this painting, but we have
to pay for shipping because this bad boy, this isn't just your FedEx van. You're gonna have to go in a big old plane or a boat.
We're gonna have to drive it over, dude. That'd be sick. I'll take it to them.
So before we get into this, let's just get into it. What do you want to tell us about?
All right.
What was your story? Do you want to just go into it?
Yeah. We'll talk a little, and then at the end we'll like wrap everything up, and then we'll tell them the news, and then we'll see if we have a season 2 or whatever, and we'll go from there. Maybe we'll be out of the dirty basement. Maybe season 2 can be a little nicer, and my ear, guys. I don't have the headphones on today because my ear hurts because I blasted my ears like over the last
ear hanging out.
Over the last like 2 weeks. These things are like, I don't listen to music or headphones or when I work at home. Yeah. No sound. Yeah. Because I don't have speakers on my desktop at home.
You ever tried binaural beats?
Yeah.
Dude, I've been using them to read in it's just the tones, not like any melodic music, but it really helps me just focus.
Is that after that day I showed you? You just went home and you started doing it?
I think so. No, I haven't.
I know you've known them before, but
right. I always kind of just put it off. I'm like, oh, that's a bunch of pseudo, stuff. But it actually helps, man. If you need help studying or reading, put on some binaural beats for focus, and it really helps. It really just locks you into that mindset.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it makes you. It feels good.
Yeah, it does.
You don't gotta listen to trance
ASMR. Some girl chirping in your ear.
Right. So, anyways, guys, yesterday on the Dirty Basement Kids, We get here, we crank out the episode. I stay a little later to make sure everything's good. I go home. I'm like, I'm gonna relax for like a little. I got some stuff I need to do still, so I'm like, I'm gonna relax for a little bit. You know, I lay on the couch. I put the blanket over me. It's a little bit chilly. My toes are hanging out at the bottom. Yeah. You know, ooh, I'm feeling good. I open up my phone. I type in up there. I'm like, hold on, not Facebook. What the fuck? Not Facebook. What am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, let me check my analytics. Let me check my sales for the day, like I usually do. And I open up the sales, you know, and I'm like, hold on a second.
Something's wrong.
This looks like the same amount of sales that I had before I went to the office or whatever, you know, to come to the podcast.
Yeah, for your website.
And I automatically know something's up because I've been through this goddamn thing before, you know, this rodeo. So like I go to the analytics and I go to see like the real-time traffic, and I'm used to seeing like 100 people or, you know, 131 people there, you know, at any given time. Yeah. And I go there and it says 0. I'm like, motherfucker, dude, not again.
What was wrong with it? It was just... So,
you know, my 30 seconds of relaxation is over. I have to jump out of there, and I have to go on the computer, and I have to like, okay, I can't even log into like, I can't log into the back end to even switch anything to like fix it. Yeah. Because like 4 days ago, so that was on Tuesday, I got an email, and it was like, oh, your partial DNS is messing up, and I was like, that doesn't sound like something I should.
The server that your thing's hosted.
Yeah, dedicated server. Guys, I paid like $12,000 over the last like 3 or 4 years to this company for a dedicated server. Mia. Yeah. So like I have to go on live chat. I'm like freaking out. They're like, oh, give us 12 to 24 hours. I'm like, dude, what? Yeah. I'm like wigging out because Google, man. I'm just like thinking about.
So did you have to call someone, or what'd you do?
Yeah, I talked to my boy Aaron. I had to call him. It was it's like really late now. Okay. I call my boy Aaron up. He's like, oh man, I'm sorry. He's like sleeping. I'm like, dude, wake the fuck up, man.
He's fucking his girl. What are you doing, man?
I'm like, I haven't called you in a while, man. Yeah. Now shit's fucking up because I haven't talked to you. So anyways, he gets it back online after it went down at 2:00 and it came back, I think, around like 1 a.m.
Okay, so now it's smooth sailing, or what? Everything's back?
Everything is back.
Okay.
That's
annoying, man.
Except for 50% of my revenue for yesterday, and the data that I lost. So now my data is like skewed. So when I look at a 30-day skew, I'm gonna look at a 30-day because I've been collecting data. Like I've been hustling on this because things have been going good. So I'm like motivated. So I wanted to get home last night after this show, and I was like, all right, I got some stuff I want to do. Yeah. Check out some stuff. Everything is fucking broken. You know. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm like, sure. I'm like, I'm not wigging out. You know, it's aggression. I'm like, fuck, I gotta get this shit handled because you know, when a 6-figure thing website is down, you don't just take it easy. You know what I mean? You have to like go into overdrive, and you got to get it back online. It's soupity, sippity, sappity, sippity, soup.
Yeah, for sure. Scooby Dooby Doo.
Scooby Dooby Dooby Doo.
Get it in there, man.
Because you start thinking like, oh, everything like starts collapsing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sucks. So,
but then you got to remain calm because the chaos is like, oh shit, you're freaking out. Google's coming with the scythe, coming to slice you.
It's overwhelming.
I had to turn my ads off because I have ads running, and it's like, I'm literally, I don't even want to say, I spent like money yesterday on ads.
Yeah. Really?
They just go to a blank page for 8 hours.
No kidding.
And I'm paying for people to go to a blank page. And I said, sorry.
Imagine walking into a store and there's no food on the shelves.
Like you get abducted and you go somewhere else. It's like, God damn it, dude.
Someone else.
So anyways, man, that shit was tough last night, and I didn't get any sleep the day before, and I didn't get any sleep last night. Yeah. But life is good though. I'm feeling good today.
Right. It's so funny when you go and kind of set out on your own little journey or venture, you kind of run into these things, man, that you're not always prepared for. And it's scary. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I know in your head, like I feel that sometimes, like, oh, there's so much. And then what really helps me is pulling out a notebook and just writing down some very simple goals and things that I need to do to achieve like a bigger goal. I call it goals, and I write it in lowercase to hit goals, and then I write that in all uppercase. And I'm just like, I try to go small because, you know, I have these big goals that I want for myself, I want to accomplish, and sometimes it's just so overwhelming. So I try to dial it back, think through it, and then I'm like, all right, what's the smallest thing? What's that called? Like Oaksum's razor or something? Just going to the smallest thing. Anyway, I go to the smallest thing, and I'm like, okay, well, let's say that I want like a really good Greek god physique. Well, then I gotta go back. It's not just my workouts. Maybe it's my food intake. Maybe it's how many my calories I'm getting per day. So then I'm like, okay, well if it's the calories, well maybe I need to go bulk shopping. And so I'm just kind of narrowing it down, the first step I can do. And that really helps, man, like get a grip on things. So goals to hit goals. That's a little thing I've been doing.
Fuck yeah.
And
dude.
Brian Tracy kind of, told me that.
There's a book called, you guys need to get this book if you guys want to do shit. I think it's called 4 Dimensions of Business or something, goal setting.
Mm-hmm.
Super sick book. It tells you how to hit, like you're saying, you need to have these, what do they call them? Fuck. Little goals.
Yeah.
They're called lead. I think lead measures and something else measures. He talks about it in Deep Work, but so say you want to get 1,000 Instagram followers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your main goal.
Mm-hmm.
But then you need these little things that you're doing that bring you to that goal. So for example, you say you want to increase your bench to whatever. Say you want to bench 1 plate. You've never benched it before. So now your goal, how do you measure benching 135 if you've never benched it? You cannot. Mm. But if you can say, okay, today I benched the bar, next week I benched 10 plates, and then this is what you're doing to get to there. Then after you do all this thing, you'll get that goal and you'll bench 135. Boom, you're done. Yeah, that book also says to set, this will probably help you a lot. Mm-hmm. So you have to set a time date, and the way they say that works best is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I didn't mention. Keep going.
X by Y, or like I wanna go from here to here by this time.
Dude, no, absolutely. I forgot to say, put a deadline, guys. When you set your goals, make sure to have a deadline.
Yeah.
Because what's that thing where a human being will take as long as they need to get a job done. If there's no deadline, they'll just take it forever. Think about when you go to work. You know how many times you've been late to work? You'll take as long up to the very minute. You just rush in the door. Somehow you got there, right? So if you just you're so accustomed to the habit, we take as long as we need. Thomas Edison, what he used to do is he used to make a promise to the public. He would say, guys, I'm going to come out with this new invention by January 1st. And he would do that so that he would have to get going. He would have to start working. It's crunch time. I think a lot of our brains work better when there's a crunch time. We can start getting creative. But yeah, that's very cool. And he said, never go to sleep without first giving your subconscious a problem to solve. So when you go to bed, it shouldn't just be watching YouTube videos or, some porno. You should think to yourself, well, what do I got to do tomorrow? What do I need to accomplish? What am I trying to do? And then just, go to sleep. You wake up in the morning, you're like, Eureka.
I will say that you don't freak out. Just picture that you're waking up tomorrow. You're like, okay, I have to
do God's work.
I gotta take a shower. Just think about what you're gonna be doing tomorrow. That way, if you do get a chance to wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, you gotta plan a little bit. You have a little bit of something that you gave yourself for tomorrow.
Yeah, I really like the mental framework. Just plan tomorrow today is, so you don't wake up to just randomness.
No, chaos. You wake up, you check your phone, but did you plan that?
No,
you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You just
if you actually had a plan, you would not be, twiddling time away, frittering it away.
Right. I mean, it's still tough because you're like,
sure.
Man, I'm tired, man.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired.
Well, that's why it's important to have goals so you can get excited. You can get, all right, man, this matters to me,
It's tough though when the shit hits the fan too, and you still gotta because I told myself it was my birthday.
Run and hide, man.
Yeah, it was my birthday. I'm gonna go to the gym every day too. So now I'm getting no sleep and I'm going to the gym and it's counterproductive. You know what I mean? I'm killing myself. I'm like, no, I told myself I have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? God damn it. Exactly. Everything is collapsing all at once, but you have to be able to just be well, it's kind of fun. I actually enjoy that. I want to make sure that you guys know I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know.
Absolutely. No, we know. Yeah.
Just letting you guys know that the shit is a jungle out there, baby.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Dude, speaking about just working out and stuff, I've been trying to lose weight and I've just been eating less calories. And I just feel mentally clear.
You been hanging out with me too much, man?
I don't know.
No food
You've
diet.
been buying me food, man.
No food diet.
But dude, it's so funny eating with him. I feel bad because I'm just eating my food in one sitting, in 2 minutes it's gone. And this guy just, picking at it. I'm like, come on, bro. I always ask him, are you gonna finish that? Because I'll eat it. And then he's like, fuck you, man. Don't eat my food. And I'm just like, all right, dude. But anyway, I've been trying to eat less calorie intake. But keep the protein high. And I'm noticing that I'm staying strong, and I'm losing weight. And I can't go back to oh man, I don't think a human is supposed to be carrying around a lot of weight.
You got that problem with that gluttony?
I do, man. My mom used to say, finish your food, boy. You can't leave the table. You can't go play Nintendo until you finish every pea on the plate. Yeah. So, yeah, man, I'll just, anything inside it. The thing is, I'm not really hungry until the food's in front of me, and then it's just like game Dude, time.
You're, okay, I've never seen someone, okay, you eat too much. I mean, like, so much. Like, you can eat so much.
Right.
And, like, not, like, over time, but just, like, in 5 minutes, you'll finish everything. You'll, like, I'm eating my meal, you know, 1 piece of rice. Can't wait to bulk up. 2 pieces of rice. Let me get that little piece of chicken. Ooh, protein. And then he's over there. He's like smashing it, getting seconds.
Yeah, man.
Nick, you gotta eat, man. He always tells me all fights are won by the guy who can eat the most.
I think it's because I had 6 kids, man, in the house. You know, so it's like all these little raccoons. You got to get your share. You got to go in.
Bro, I remember I was at your house and your mom was making dinner for everybody. Yeah. And that was the first time I ever had sweet potatoes. Or yams or whatever. I'm like, no wonder this kid is big. These are delicious, man. He's so like swallowing it. Oh, great.
Just both. Yeah, dude. Sweet potatoes feels great. I
think it was a yam.
Yeah.
Not a sweet potato.
You know, pretty close.
Are they close?
Dude, if you eat yams or sweet potatoes, put a little bit of peanut butter on them. Very good, like a dessert.
I thought you said you're trying to lose weight.
No, well, yeah, I'm just saying, for the guys out there, you know, that are trying to gain weight.
For the guys who
Well, let's talk about the guys that are trying to gain weight. You know, what should you do? For me, I can fast. I don't recommend fasting too much, maybe for health, you know, the autophagy where your body cleans itself, but I would start early. I would have a shake, kind of get the metabolism going, get the stomach acids, and then I would go, you either work out or just go to work, eat lunch, have another shake a couple hours later, come home, have dinner. Just always have food at hand. Like he said yesterday, availability bias. And just that way, boom, it's there. All right.
Bro, I was thinking about just ordering one of those meal prep services.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I can't cook, dude. I'm running. Like, I need to get a chef.
Dude, you're never going to gain weight if you're not prepared. You know what I mean? If you don't have the things ready, it's just, you're not going to do it, man.
Yeah, but like, where do I put in the meal? Last 48 hours, everything is like code red. Like, I don't have time to eat. Like, eating isn't the last thing in my mind.
Yeah, you got to get quick, easy, ready, available like stuff.
Right.
Like some protein bar, protein shaker, or like already overnight made oats or something like that.
Yeah.
Apple.
No, I know for sure. I know the whole meal prepping thing is great. I'm just saying, like, the last 48 hours, I'm not thinking about. I don't want to eat, man.
Really?
Get that shit away from me, man. Get this shit back online. I'm fucking freaking out, man.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to eat, dude. I don't want to work out. I don't want to think about working out.
People go eat when they're stressed. You know? Shove a cake down.
And my girl's like, what can I do to help you unstress? And, you know, she gave me a little milk or whatever.
Dude.
Thanks, baby.
Would you ever, if you ever get your, if you were ever a father, would you steal some of the baby's milk for yourself?
No, man.
You wouldn't just like put your mouth to the nipple and take a little? I would take some. It says it's supposed to be very good for you. Growth hormones, ketones, a lot of good stuff in there.
What if, like, you know how you got that, you just said you got that gluttony problem? Yeah. What if, like, you have your kid and like, one night you wake up in the middle of the night, you sleepwalk to the fridge and you drink all the milk? Your wife is like, what the? Her tits are like shriveled up. Cause
one's shriveled up, the other one's like fully perked.
Because she's been like milking it, you know, for your son that you want to be strong and you're drinking it.
Oh, man. No, I wouldn't let my little boy starve. I would just, we would share it.
Yeah, he would fast.
Yeah.
He can fast. Yeah.
Time to eat. Yeah. Bro, we had these people. My dad was a missionary, growing up, and we had these people from Dominica come stay with us. And this lady, great cook. She had all these foreign recipes from Dominica. And she used to take this coconut milk and then freeze it in a bag in the freezer and make it like these popsicles. And they look just like frozen breast milk. And so whenever someone would come over to the house, they would open up the freezer and they're like, what are these? And we would tell them, they're like, oh, that's just frozen breast milk popsicles. And they would like freak out because we would be eating them too. They were sucking on, like, we're 13 years old, just licking popsicles.
I can just imagine your house full of trolls, dude, running around.
Yeah, dude. So, but that was that.
Because it's funny, you'll start trolling and I just know your family. So everyone's like, yep, breast milk. Your shit yep.
Yeah, they all nod.
I had 4 of them. Yeah. Right, guys? Breast milk? Yep.
Yeah, man.
They probably think it's still breast milk because they don't even know. They thought it was coconut milk, but you're saying it's breast milk. They're like, well, maybe it is. My older brother is telling me it's breast milk. I got fooled.
Yeah.
But she probably squirts a little in there.
Oh, no, she did. Well, who knows, man? They had some odd ways. I'll tell you that much.
Well, how do you get it to?
Very odd ways. And it was very funny because when they came here, they had never seen like a Game Boy. They had never seen a Nintendo 64. And they were just mind blown. And every time I would show them like a new technology, they would. The one guy, his name was Rudette. He would say, "Cheese and bread, man. Cheese and bread." Like that thing off of Cool Runnings. You're like, the kind of accents, but yeah.
But what is he trying to say?
People.
Like Jesus Christ?
Something like that. Like
cheese and rice,
sort of a twang on the speech. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jesus Christ, cheese and bread.
Bro, remember N64 Super Nintendo?
Oh yeah.
What game did you have? Did you have
remember the Donkey
Super
Kong
Mario?
where the Donkey Kong, the side scroller?
I had that one, but we never really got into that genre because it was.
I think that was Super Nintendo.
Yeah. We had Donkey Kong Country or whatever. Where you had it with the barrels.
Yeah.
And the cart.
But it wasn't 3D.
No.
Okay, it was just
the side scroller. Yep. Yeah, like Super Mario. We had Super Mario World. You ever have that one? That one was like our thing.
There was like 3 different ones though.
We had the one
with the raccoon tail and you kind of fly. That was like the third one, right?
Yeah, there was a ton. I played them. We played them all.
I hated that last game. But no, Super Mario was good.
The one where you can play Peach and Toad, that was so fun. I'm like, woohoo! Back to the character development.
Yeah.
And when you start playing those characters, like, man, this feels good. But that was like back in the day too, bro. That was sick, bro. I remember. Good. I remember. You ever play that Power Rangers game?
Was it for Super Nintendo?
Yeah, like the first Power Rangers game.
I think I'm mixing up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Oh, that game was sick too.
But
4-player, bro. You and your siblings ever play that 4-player?
No, we didn't have 4 controllers.
Oh yeah,
but
we had. I mean, we had to.
Yeah.
Well, we had cousins who also wanted to play, so everyone had a freaking system. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because we had a controller, they had a controller, and when we got N64, everyone's we're playing Mario Party. It's great. We're killing each other. We're putting each other in neck locks for taking each other's stars. You know what I'm saying? Tap out, tap out.
Oh yeah.
We turned the system off. Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
After like a 2-hour gameplay.
Dude, it's funny how you're like siblings, or we're like the best friends. You know, back in the day.
Yeah.
It's
a good time.
I was, like there ain't no one to hang out. You just hang out with your siblings. It would suck to be a lone child.
Bro, one thing that I realized when I was a kid, I was like playing this Super Mario Power Rangers game. First level. At first level, you go through, it's a side scroller, and you get to the boss at the end. And I think me and my brother beat the first level, but it was really hard. And I would always remember trying different Power Rangers to try to beat it. The pink one has a bow and arrow as their special, and it's kind of fun. And like you can use a special, and it rains down like rocks, or for like the mammoth, or like it shoots fire for the red guy. And like at the end, you have to fight a boss every time, like Dr. Ooze or whatever.
Really?
It was like this Cheerio boss, or I don't know. But I remember I never could beat it. And then we had like a birthday party, and like one of my, I don't know, I don't remember. And he came over, and he beat like 10 levels.
Was he older?
Yeah. And he was just like jumping and beating it. And I was like, wow, that's how you beat this game. That's how you play this game.
Yeah.
And then after that, I had the cheat codes.
No kidding.
I had like unlocked everything. He showed me the cheat codes at the end. I beat the whole level. Everything is great. It was like the easiest. But before that game was impossible for me. But because this guy just came and just played casually and showed me that he just did it, I'm like, wow, that's insane. How you just jump.
That's how you do it.
Right. So it's like
your first mentor.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, just like in real life where you're like doing it by yourself, you're like beating your head against the fucking wall. But if someone's like, dude,
it's so crazy. Yeah.
You forgot to flip the on switch. You're like,
And to think that like even someone 10 years older than you that's been in the game longer, they got the cheat codes, they got the hacks, they got the little tips. Remember Game Shark that you could plug in?
Oh yeah, me and my brother saved our money and went to a Kmart and bought a Game Shark for the Game Boy. We had to get those rare candies, dude.
I remember when my friend first got that, was like, you motherfucker, like son that. Yeah, how dare you bring that over my house,
bro? I used to get the Mux level 101.
You're not honorable in my house.
106 Mux, bro.
Really?
Beat the game, like break the game.
What was it good for? Every game, or just like it had the cheat codes to certain games? Like, I remember Pokemon, like the rare candies. You get all the rare candies or something.
I think you could have got the rare candies without the Game Shark. You had to put the rare candy in slot 6 and then like reset the game or something. I forgot.
Yeah, there was an up, down, left, right, up, down, change the color or whatever.
And then you would have 99.
Yeah. Awesome. What was the best game?
Good times. Good times.
Off the top of your head. Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo was a great game.
I would just remember you telling me that. That's why I said that.
Banjo was cool. Zelda was cool. My brother used to play that.
I hated Zelda. Zelda creeped me out.
It was hard to beat, dude.
When you would get up or when the night would come and the zombies would come up in the land, I would be freaking out because I would be alone. I would that's it for me tonight. I'll wake up in the morning and play when it's light.
You know what you actually went to bed?
Yeah, like I would go to bed. We were on the same schedule, me and Link. So
you could have just played the song and turns to day.
No, I didn't know how to do that. The Orcano flute.
Yeah, bro. I was just gonna say that like games are so crazy back in the day because like there was no strategy guides.
Oh, there was, but they costed like $30 for. Yeah. And I used to buy them.
And my dad, I remember I got my first one for Banjo-Kazooie Tooie, the second one. My dad bought it for me. I'm like, I was so happy that day. I didn't even know they had an expansion. My dad took me to the game store and I was like, whoa,
yeah,
Banjo-Kazooie Tooie, like the second one or whatever. That was sick.
You could shoot the eggs. Like the little.
Yeah. But I hated the games back in the day because like you would run in. I used to play this the Legends of the Dragoon for PS1, and it was like this RPG game, 4 CDs. You get 4 CDs. You ever play those games where you get 4 different CDs? You ever do that?
I don't know this game. Is it like a RPG?
Yeah.
Keep going.
A lot of these games in PS1 used to come in 4 discs. Like Chrono Trigger.
2, yeah.
And like after you beat disc 1, you have to put disc 2 in and play from disc 2. But me and my brother would just get lost, man, because there's no strategy guide. There's no internet. God forbid you have Google and just be like, hey, what should I do now? You know how you play a game now, you just follow the strategy they give you. Oh, and you can go online and just like look. Yeah. It's so crazy. But back then, bro, I would just get lost and I'd run in circles, and we would just literally, like in Zelda, the game Zelda, we never progressed for like months. Wow. Because you never know what to do. You don't know what to do next. The world's too big. Yeah, you go back, forth, back, forth. Yeah. I remember I got stuck at the bridge in Zelda to like, I'm like, I don't know what to do here. Right. Then you got to fly with these chickens, and like, you're supposed to figure this shit out by yourself. Are you kidding me, man? There's a really cool, that reminds me of that game. Remember Shadow of Colossus? Dude, no one knew for the longest time that you can get on top of that. Yeah. The garden. Like or on top of the temple, there was a garden. I watched a video and I went down a rabbit hole, bro. Like I literally wasted so much, but it was fascinating looking at that. Before we leave the topic of video games, Mega Man Battle Network. Any of you guys played that? My favorite game. All right, I remember you can relate. I remember on the bus they would play that shit. Dude, like in school. That game was so cool. I thought it was great. We would hook up the cord to battle each other. You'd have to get real close and. Oh yeah. Dude, I would like plan out how I'm gonna use the battle chips and like formulas and stuff. Back in the day, I was going in. A god. Yeah, I was a god in that game. Yeah. No, yeah. Get that Proto Man sword, that super sword. But that's why everyone likes it. Okay. You know what was great about World of Warcraft when it came out? See, I never got into World of Warcraft. Yeah, but because it costs money, dude. But I didn't have the PC. Oh yeah, so yeah. Tell me about this. That was me and my brother used to watch the commercials like when it came on. I can't wait to get George on here and we're like, wow, we got to get this, and we go buy the game, right? Yeah. We buy the game. We have a shit PC. We buy this game. We come home. We put it in, and it's like you have to pay $15 a month. We're like, what? You're just children. You gotta pay $15. We're looking under the pillows for quarters and stuff. So we can't tell our parents because they're never gonna agree to paying $15 a month for a video game. We barely got. I had to give my mother. I think I saved like $300, so she would agree to give me her credit card so I can sign up for RuneScape membership for $5. Like she would not. She's like, no. I was like, here's just please. Yeah. So you had to go to RuneScape? No, but in World of Warcraft, no. We scavenged some money together and we bought those prepaid cards at $30 for 2 months at GameStop. You can get them, scratch off the code, get it in. Boom, we're in. Easy money. So you start playing that. Tell me about that game. Okay, that game was sick because this is why. It's almost like you have this. You have opponents now in this open world, and like you can get better than them, and like you can fight them. And like as long as you're a better player than them, you'll beat them, and it was fun. But then like it started getting weird. You started to understand what these guys were trying to do, and it's like first you got to get all the gear, and if you're not better than me, but you because like you have the gear, you'll beat me. This is where you have to start grinding. So I'm like, okay, I'll grind up and get the gear. And then like the expansion came out in Arena, and me and my brother were slaying, bro. We were professionals. It was a crazy world back then, dude. I'm sure it was so much fun. Oof. That first really big open world. Bro, nervous. I'm fucking shaking, man. Oh man. I used to do a raid. I used to be the team captain for my team, 3v3, and I would make the shots. What would you play as? Was a warrior? A mage? No, warrior. Tell me the class. I played a warrior. George played a shaman, and our friend from China played a paladin or a healer or a warlock or a mage. I know these guys. Me of that movie, Ready Player One, when they got that Japanese kid on their team. He's like Sean Cole. Bro, but every game, it's like that's all I did. I didn't care. Bro, it took me forever to level. Like I hated that game. But you loved it at the same time. I loved it. Listen, there was this point at the World of Warcraft when the PC was coming out. They had like private servers, like a PTR, they called it, like public test realms, where you can go and they give you all the gear, all the characters unlocked. You can have any gear you want, like the best gear, and you can just like play with other people. And I played that for like 3 months, and I never returned back to and I had to come back and level, and that was like a nightmare. And like I hated that shit. But I was like a pro at these like rogue and everything. Yeah. But anyways, it was fun. What do you rate the new one? I know they just came out with it.
Are you even messing with it?
No, I think I played it for like a week, and then I'm like, hold on a second, this is like boring.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Like that's cool, man. When I like first heard of World of Warcraft, it was that video, Leroy.
Yeah.
That was like
sick.
storming their fort, you know. And they got like 20 guys. It was so cool. I was like, this is cool, man.
But you would meet so many people, bro. Like all these friends, and like me and my dad would lock our computer up into like a box, and like he would lock him, hide the key, and like, you guys can't play. You guys are on there all day.
Yeah.
Like we would have to like find the power cable to the computer so we can log on for the raid. Because it's like our turn to finally get some gear.
Sure,
you know?
You're supposed to be.
And if you miss your spot, they just give your gear. You know, you don't get points, so like it takes you even longer to get gear, and it's just so annoying. Anyways, those games are great but I was gonna lead into like, games are cool because you get to be competitive. But that's why I like SEO and like online and just like. You pump out an article, a video, and then like it's like, oh, this is good, and then like 2 weeks later your competition is like doing the same shit, but you're already like 2 months ahead, and then you got something new coming, and it's just like, it's awesome, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
It's similar to a video game, but you're not controlled by freaking Blizzard.
Right. Yeah, exactly, dude. I last thing on this, I got the DS, like the original DS, that big bulky thing. I love that thing, and I got Mario Kart, but we didn't have Wi-Fi at the house, so whenever we would go, like my mom would take us to McDonald's, I would try to link into the Wi-Fi when I'm in the drive-through and just get one race in.
Yeah.
And I would get it too, and then like I'm about to cross the finish line, and then my mom takes off in real life, and I just lose connection. I'm like,
that's funny.
Yeah. So,
anyways, you guys don't play video games.
Yeah, it was fun. I wonder. I will always think about that if I will let my children play video games, or just give them, shove some board games at them.
Well, I would
play
just
Dungeons and Dragons. Because I think games are good. I think to a point. I think like I'll probably let my kids play video games, but not that much. Like they won't have it in their room. They won't just be able to. Okay, man, go see you, and they're in the room for 5 hours, maybe like an hour with your sister.
Yeah, I think it's
playing
fun.
A game.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're doing it like every day, and like you should be doing something else when you're a little older.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like I gotta go shopping, I gotta do laundry and all this.
Yeah.
Like I haven't even thought about games in like such a long time.
Dude, I was thinking, with what about Leonardo da Vinci? When he was getting older, there was no games, nothing. So he was just forced to kind of look at nature, draw nature. And I just wonder if you were a kid and, we kind of had that same, how much more we would be able to experiment with and just how creative we would be, which is nuts.
Well, the thing is, games have changed so far, and everyone's like doing microtransactions. It's down to a science. They want you to play longer. It takes longer for you to get gear. They want you to pay more money. They've learned over the time. So it's not like Super Mario. You beat one level, you're feeling good, baby. You go to bed.
It's very competitive.
Maybe
now.
You beat a gym leader in Pokemon. Maybe you play a little 5 minutes, you turn it down. You're not a slave.
You get your badge, you get out.
Yeah, you're not a slave to the game. You're like, I'm out of batteries. I'll get them in a week. Hey, Pops, I need some batteries for my Game Boy. Middle of the night, you can't see with the Game Boy.
Oh, yeah, unless you got that little lamp.
Bro, I bought a little...
So did I.
I bought one eventually. Yeah, dude, I felt... Because I was going to Europe, and like I wanted to play on the plane, and I knew it would be difficult.
Oh, yeah.
So I bought one on my own. I think it was like $15, and I think I had like $15 after like 7 months of saving.
Like you said, though, they're so good these days, man. They're designed to give you a maximum dopamine drip, dude.
They're designed to keep you on there forever, which I don't like.
Yes. I downloaded Call of Duty, the mobile one, for like a couple days.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is too good. This is scary good.
Yeah.
And I could see, like, I could just see they're charging money for virtual guns, dude. People are like, oh yeah, they're going up quick. I had to get out of there. I uninstalled it right away because I would just play it.
No, yeah,
it was good enough to dive into.
Yeah,
good enough.
No, they get you.
It wasn't like you felt bad playing a game on mobile ananymore. Like we're behind the curve. No, you were in there.
No, I tried like those Mobile Legends maybe like a few months before then because I haven't been in the mobile game or anything and I don't know what's going on. So I was like, oh, let me just like do research.
Yeah, the Mobile Legends.
And I was like, wow, this is like really good because I remember back in the day when you would have like a flip phone, all you had was like Tetris or like you can barely get video games back in the day. You know what I mean? True, it was like you're looking like, can I buy this? They're like, oh, it was like really confusing and whatever. And your dad had like a flip phone. You're looking through the games and there's like nothing in there and you're like, man. But now it's like these video games are great.
Yeah, they are.
You get lost for 8 hours and just keep playing.
Yeah, I remember a turning point in my life. I came home from Thanksgiving one year, and we pulled up. Something looks different. The house has this like spooky feel. It's all the lights are off. The doors open to the garage, My dad's like, stay here. He pulls out this bat from nowhere. I don't know where the bat was, but he just pulled out a bat. Yeah, he just pulled out like a bat. He storms in there. He's like, get behind me, son. I'm behind him. And
he's going like this. He's winding it up.
Yeah. So he goes in there, flicks on all the lights. Dude, the house is trash. My PS2 is gone. No, PS1, Nintendo 64, and Super Nintendo. There's like cigarette butts on the couch. They stole my dad's underwear, dude. Because the receipt was still there, like on the counter. So they returned his underwear. They returned my mom's new like pantyhose, socks.
Yeah.
I was pissed, bro. Ever since that time, I was like, if anyone breaks in this house, I'm gonna kill them. I just hated that.
You're looking out the window and shit.
Yeah, ruined, dude. I saw them sad. I was like, this is not good. You can't be stealing.
Yeah.
Fuck. And just to know someone was in there.
Yeah.
Just flicking on the couch,
pissing, taking his donger out, like pissing in the toilet,
rubbing on the couch.
He's like, you can hear it can trickle in the toilet. And you're like, motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, I was pissed.
It's like that. It's like the show. I don't know if you watched that. It's like called Hannibal or something. The guy has like these visions about like he like zones out and he sees how the murder happened. No. So kind of like that, you can see the guy walking around like motherfucker. You can just envision him and his boy just eating in the fridge, getting a glass of milk.
Yeah, just getting nasty.
No, they say when people like break into your house,
file it.
Yeah, you always have that feeling like, man, someone came into my fucking home. Like,
I wanted to move out of there, bro. Like,
no, people usually move.
Your space.
Yeah, people usually just move.
Imagine the old days when someone broke into your camp and you just see like your fire fucked up. They like kicked it with their feet.
I was gonna say, bro, imagine like the way you win like a battle is like through ambush.
True.
Because like you never know how many people are there, but if you just come screaming, everyone's like disoriented. Your first reaction is to run, like flight or fight.
Yes.
So imagine just getting ambushed. Like you have like your little village of like 150 people. You got your chieftain, you got the cook, little huts.
Yeah.
And then like you hear this noise, like a rumbling almost coming, and just like
never hear rumbling.
Like a 600 unit cavalry, like just 600 unit just coming, and they burn in, they're raping everybody, they're cutting your dad's head off. You're like hiding under the haystack. He's pulling you by your leg, and you're screaming, and he's like, nah, he chops your fucking head off. See you later. And they just take everything.
That would be very disheartening.
Because think about it, you don't really travel those 100. Maybe you scope out like 100-mile territory.
You just hear them coming. The horses.
Papa, what's that noise? Don't worry, son.
Son, put your head down.
Hide your mother.
Dude, imagine a siege with the siege engines and like they're flinging them to the castle.
And you can't leave.
You're just locked up in the castle, helpless.
Yep.
All right, stand guard.
Bro, for like 6 months.
That movie, The King, has a really good scene where they're just like whipping them at the castle. It's amazing.
They used to like whip dead heads over.
Yeah.
And like,
really put fear in them.
Bro, and Hannibal, in that book, Hannibal and Me, there's like a story about Hannibal, how like he is just getting set up or something, and like his brother was like coming with reinforcements. He didn't know his brother was like coming with reinforcements because you would send letters out, by pigeon, or so, like
carrier pigeon.
You send 2 men to go and like run back to take a 2,000-mile trip back to home, and like, hey, we need reinforcements here. Bring guys. It's been okay, and you have to know that it's been 6 months since this letter, so this guy's already probably struggling. So, anyways, his brother goes. And like this Roman army, they get the interception, like they get what he's doing, where he's moving, and they intercept. I think it's like at the bottom of Italy or something. I forget, but they intercept him and they slaughter him and they like cut all their heads off, and then they send to Hannibal his brother's head, and his brother didn't even know his brother was coming.
Really?
They just here you go, buddy. Here's your brother's head. So that really like, can you imagine?
Could you imagine opening up my head in a little box? You just.
But you weren't expecting him to be like you didn't know that he was coming. Which is also crazy.
No, I know. How do you imagine how much rage that would kick in afterward? Right. You become ruthless.
And also in Hannibal, like when he was a little baby, his father, they had this thing where like they had to sacrifice to the gods to secure. Okay, basically like Carthage, is it?
Carthage.
They had like a grudge against Rome. Yeah. Like his father and their whole town were like, we must.
Fuck those Romans.
We must like obliterate them. That's our life goal. Our history books are like, yep, that's what we're doing.
These were the guys that brought the elephants, right?
And what they would have to do to secure that, to secure that pact was, you have to sacrifice your firstborn son to like some god to like say to like almost
confirm.
What's that called? Blood in the game, or
skin in the game.
Skin in the game.
Yeah.
So okay, if say you kill your first son, it's almost like you're committing now Like you're sacrificing your goddamn son,
right?
To be like, hey guys, I'm fucking serious about this. Here, I want to go and here's my goddamn son.
That's my family.
But the story is that his dad sacrificed him, but it was just like another baby, like someone else's baby,
like a decoy.
Yeah, and they're like, here's my son.
Wow.
And then they threw it into the fire.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
bro. I didn't know Hannibal. I always thought Hannibal was just a face eater.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't know he was like this historic figure.
No,
that book, your Hannibal and Me. Mm-hmm. Hannibal and Me, man. Read that book.
Yeah, Hannibal and Me is great.
Andreas Kluth, I believe it is. Very good. Learn about this war hero traveled across the Alps with elephants and like crazy.
It's not even a war hero. It's like a legend.
Just like a legend. A legend.
The whole book premise is like, I was thinking about this morning. Where let me tell a story real quick. 10 years ago, or maybe like 11 years ago, when I was starting online. Not starting, but maybe like a little bit later, where we kind of split off the company and I'm by myself. And I have this site, and it's called like How to Cut Your Own Hair, because I was into cutting my own hair. I was like, oh, I mean, make some money off this. Anyways, it's going whatever. I got my articles up. I'm like checking my earnings, 0, 0, 0, 0, and I finally start getting $1 a day. Okay, I'm like, wow, this is great. Finally, some like a sign of success. And then I'm similar to Hannibal and Me, where it's like, is the success that you're getting, it's like blocking you from your goal. You're not really paying attention. You know, it's like diverging you. Hannibal's goal was to conquer Rome, but he went into Italy and he like set up camp. He never actually fully destroyed them. The Romans' game plan was just to like stick around long enough until, you know, Hannibal just kind of,
all those people died.
It's over, you know. And they survived. But similar to me, where it's like I'm getting this $1 a day, and I remember just like laying in bed, and like all I would do is just like refresh just to make sure I had my $1.
Oh, I know that feeling.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I got my $1.
I'm winning.
But I wouldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
But because I got that $1 cursed me. Mm-hmm. But I'm praying to give me a sign. But it cursed me because like now, before I got the $1, I'm like doing work, you know, I'm like hustling, trying to get that $1. So I'm doing all kinds of stuff that could potentially bring me the gold. Mm-hmm. And then I get cursed with like $1. And like, is this a victory or is this like a success? Yeah. I mean, is this a victory? Is this a failure in disguise? So anyways, months go by. Like I don't do shit forever. I'm just like laying in my fucking bed, dude, in my parents' place like a loser. I'm just refreshing. Like, oh, okay, I still got my $1. And I'm envisioning like I could be making more, you know, I'm envisioning the future, how it could be. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I'm making $1. That means I can make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm thinking, you know, it's great because you need some time to let it settle in, and you know how life is. You can't just, you could, but anyways, me and my friends we decide we're going to take a trip to Canada because the legal drinking age in Canada is like 19 or something. So we're like, yeah, let's go, baby. So we go, you know, we plan a trip and we all drive up to Canada. You know, we have a great time. It's awesome. We go to the casino. We get a sick hotel, pool. You know, there's like 6 of us. You know, it's awesome. You can just get a nice hotel for like $200 and you only pay like $25. And I come back and like my site is down. Like I forgot to pay the hosting. You know what I mean? It's been down for like 2 weeks. And then that was it. And then like from there, now I'm not making even $1 a day, right?
Then it starts hurting bad.
Yeah, now I'm like in like desperation mode. Mm-hmm. Again, now I'm like back the fire. You know, I say like when you win, you let off the gas. And when you're losing, you start, you know, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, man.
My whole dreams are gone.
Yeah, dude. I like that quote by Rudyard Kipling. He's like, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, treat those two imposters just the same.
It doesn't. They're
being different.
Right. Same with like.
It's so funny, dude. It's so easy to once you get like a little reward, you start. You just I like even on YouTube in the very beginning, I would like always refresh the subs, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is not good.
No.
Like you still gotta do the work.
Yeah.
You still, or like in car sales, you know, you get one car and you're just checking out for the day.
Yeah.
No, boy, you got like 8 hours left here. Yeah. Make the calls, do the emails. You know, it's like no, man. You know, I no, for
it's
sure,
almost better.
bro.
Like
it's tough.
It's almost better for you not to get the sale.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So you stay hungry. And
you stay hungry. Right. You gotta be hungry, man.
That's what happened to Hannibal, man. They give him. He won a few battles, and like he never really finished the job.
Yeah.
But in his mind, he was like kind of winning, and people were giving him praise.
Yeah, they were praising him.
Yeah, he's a god.
He didn't do what he really wanted.
No, the main mission was to defeat Rome. I mean, his father, his father's fathers, his father's father's fathers. So, what's that called? Like it's in disguise, failure in disguise. In a way, you got to be careful with that shit.
Yeah, man.
And then from there, I freaking just laid in my bed. My mother's like, "You got to get a job." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I'm trying to do this shit." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like back,
right? No one's really
in the basement.
You.
Yeah,
They're all no one. Yeah, someone's everyone's unsure, man. They're
so I mean, I get it. They see me just laying down doing nothing, you know, all day, just jerking off and watching shit and just like not really taking action. I do need to take action. Yeah. But their remedy is like, it's time for me to get a job. So, you know, I started applying to this grocery store, bro. I go there 8 fucking times. 8 times. I go there one time. I'm like, hey, I'm here for an interview. They're like, what? Oh, come back tomorrow. I'm like, what? I'm like, you told me that yesterday. They're like, all right. I was like, all right, fine. I come back the next day. Same shit 8 times. And the 8th time, I finally like talked to somebody, and he's like, okay, we'll call you, and or something. I forget. And that's when I finally got I called my friend at the dealership, and I was like, dude, I need a job, man. Can you just please hook it up. And that's when I started working there. Dealerships are great jobs. Little, you know, side point, but I will tell you this though.
I think dealerships have great potential for young teens.
No, sure. If you need a job,
yeah. If you need a job, work at a dealership. Probably better than like Subway or a pizza place.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't gotta be a salesman. You can work in the back,
clean cars.
Like you'll be around cars, you know, learning oil change, clean cars.
Yeah, you learn. You'll be by adults.
Yeah, you'll be around professionals. The CEO comes through. He's like, wow, oh, that's how someone that's a millionaire acts. So it's pretty cool.
That's how he walks. Look at his Bugatti that he's driving around, the Lamborghini, the Ferrari that he pulls up in. You know, he remembers my name, makes me feel good. Anyways, I remember getting that job, and I was like, I like to hustle, and I was excited to, you know, get a new job and work hard and make money. And I'm there like 14-hour shifts, literally. Like that was my heaviest. That's when after we got off at 360, and I'm like my heaviest. And I took a picture, and I'm like, I'm gonna be losing weight here. I already know because I'm working 14 hours. I'm not even taking a lunch. Yeah. But I remember like walking around, like talking to everybody and telling them my enthusiasm for like SEO and like these websites that I have, and like, or like my, you know, how it's like awesome, and like that's what I do in my spare time, and it's great. And that was like the first month or 2, and then month 3, bro, I never talked about it again. The soul sucked right out of me, bro. I'm just focused on work. It sucked. Yeah, the people you're around that know nothing about that. No. SEO? Is that a tool? Get back to work, bro. Yeah, it's a tool, but you know, not something you put in your toolbox. I know, but like, so I'm saying like the job is cool. Yeah. But just know that when you're in there, your soul will be sucked. Yeah, it is you gotta stay vigilant, like and curious about other things, because you will just stay there, right? For sure. I feel like that's so easy. No, but it's okay. I mean, if you can climb and grind, I recommend it, sure. But I'm just saying, like, I've got to use the restroom. I should have. All right. I'm gonna be. Hold on. We could just pause. All right, let's pause it real quick.